Jerry Lane Enterprises and Courtesy Motors present Paradise, Louisiana. With Gary Risponi and Don Dubuque. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Cracker Barrel Convenience Stores. We have more than you expect. Always fresh, never frozen, Raising Cane's. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. Dimco. First South Farm Credit. Area Wholesale Tire Company with tire programs for tire dealers. And by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to the After Christmas edition of Paradise, Louisiana. I'm Gary Risponi at TJ Ribs, and come on 2015.
We've just closed out another great year of hunting and fishing and looking forward to a brand new one in 2015, also a brand new year of shows too. Well, Gary, we got some exciting things to talk about. Not a lot of fishing. If you're a fisherman this week, we got a fishing report for you, but it's mostly going to be hunting. I made a trip to Kansas, spent Christmas week in Kansas with Carl Byer, a good friend. You know Carl, my ¡1 daughter, Cherie, and her husband, Blake Rollins, and we had one heck of a time. Some tough weather, but some great times with our dogs.
But the ducks left you. And
Yeah,
I thought
did.
they were going to come to Arkansas, but we had, the first day we had great duck hunting, flying everywhere. Didn't get a limit. Second day, it was terrible. We didn't kill but 3 ducks, and the third day was even more frustrating because there were mallards everywhere. We couldn't get them in. So, but we had a great time. I was with my son, my son-in-laws, and my grandson. Can't get better than that, and have spend 3 or 4 days with them. So
whenever you're with your family, it's a great time. And speaking of being with your family, Jason Lemoyne, the Avoyelles boys and girls are going to join us. Their family got together during the hunting season. They're in the prime of deer season and got some great footage of some of the deer that they've been taking. Also a little bit of a historical note on a very huge deer that was taken. But getting back to those ducks, they weren't in Arkansas, they weren't in Kansas where I was, but there was a lot of ducks down here because we got some really good reports.
Great duck reports coming up to you, and I'm going to show you some of that Arkansas hunt next week. I'm going to do a little tease because there's so many different things that happen and so many good shots. But talking about duck hunting and goose hunting, we made another goose hunt. We made a conservation hunt with Chad Mighty on his land, and with the Heroes Hunts again. We stayed at Cleve Vincent's old lodge, at the Cajun Way Lodge. Thanks to him, we had 12 or 13, 14 of us staying there, cooking and eating. And you know, it was a great time, and to watch those soldiers enjoy themselves and hear their stories. And some of them now, they're starting to come out. They're a little shy, but they're coming out and telling their story. And going back talking about deer, we got some recovery footage, tot. You know, every year we talk about tot. Comes from up in the Alexandria area. Mike Clark always videoing him, sending us pictures. Killed a monster deer. Fits in great. We're going to show you all this week. It's a monster deer being killed. Tot killed one. We're going to show some B-roll and stuff for him recovering his deer and taking pictures. So still got to get them on camera dying. That's what I want to say.
So get your face paint and your hunter orange on. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
When you're ready to really enjoy life at a slower pace, become a landowner. First South Farm Credit specializes in financing and refinancing land, but not just for farmers. They offer loans to purchase timberland, hunting and fishing, or recreational property. Their experience in land, timber, and loans set them apart from standard lending institutions. Contact a First South Farm Credit loan officer for more information. First South Farm Credit, a specialized rural land investment lender helping you realize your dream.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana!
We are your friends.
We are your neighbors.
We are your brothers.
Your sisters.
Your sons.
We
are your family.
Because whether it's our team or our loyal customers, the Courtesy family extends far beyond our dealerships. And it's our continued commitment to putting people first that has made us the #1 selling domestic auto dealer in Acadiana. Who are we?
We
are Courtesy.
Who doesn't want to save money on fuel?
Now, Shell and the Fuel Rewards Network are putting you in control of how much you pay for fuel. Simply buy whatever's on your shopping list. Clothes, groceries, even dinner out. And earn cents per gallon savings at participating retailers nationwide. Now, fuel prices are in your hands. So why wait? Sign up at fuelrewards.com today and turn shopping power into saving power.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. We're at TJ Ribs, where we are each and every Sunday, about 5 o'clock if you want to stop by and say hello and talk a little hunting and fishing. Gary, when I woke up every day last week, I was in Kansas, like Dorothy and Toto. And I tell you, it is a very, very different place, a fun place, really good opportunity to spend a holiday, which I've never really done. Other than when I was overseas, stationed in the Army, I was away from home during Christmas. But outside of that, this was the first time I was not home for Christmas. But I brought my oldest daughter, Cherie, her husband, Blake. They live in the Houston area now. They wanted to go along with us. And, of course, Carl Byer, who's always up for a good hunt. He never met a hunt he didn't like. And his dog, Danny, my dog, Gracie. And we headed up there with all the intentions of doing a multi-purpose hunt, primarily to hunt pheasants. We don't have pheasants here. We also were interested in finding some bobwhite quail. They got good populations, ducks, geese, and maybe turkeys. But unfortunately, as we mentioned earlier, ducks and geese pretty much devoid in Kansas right now.
Did you tell Santa Claus where you was going to be? Say, that's the trouble.
He found us.
He found Gracie, too?
He found us. He did find us. But we had some varied conditions up there right now. Temperatures starting off in the morning in the low 20s. A couple of days we had some sunshine. Other days we actually had snowstorms. We were actually hunting in ice storms. It was a little tough on the dogs, tough on the people. One thing was consistent this week. Wind. We had wind every day, and that makes it tough when the birds get up and for the scenting for the dogs. But all in all, it was a great time. We had some great food. We cooked some Louisiana, my famous radio duck, sausage stuffed teal. I cooked some of that and brought it up. I got a recipe when you and I were down in Gaydon for duck cakes that you can also substitute quail cakes and bourbon cream corn. I made some of that. That is delicious. That's a great dish. We had that. Carl fixed some pheasant and quail over pasta. We had that one night. We went and ate in an Amish restaurant, so we were enjoying it. We stayed at Irish Creek Outfitters Lodge, which is near Hutchinson, a little town called Hayden.
Somebody else wanted to go. And usually if you get there early, there's a lot of ducks and geese. I know I've seen pictures all week coming from there with geese, unbelievable, Canada geese.
And deer hunting up there, it's one of the best kept secrets around as far as that deer and turkey hunting. But Irish Creek Outfitters is the name of it. Steve and Margie Westfall operate it. It's an old home that he grew up in and converted into a very nice lodge with 3 different stories, multi-levels. You can bring a lot of folks up there. If you have your own dogs like we do, you can self-guide. He's got access to over 7,800 acres of property. He's also got guides and dogs. He kind of fits the bill, whatever you like to do, but it's like staying at home. And that's what really made it nice for Christmas, because it's not like staying in a motel. I mean, you've got the kitchen and all the luxuries of being at a home, you know.
Talking about kitchen and luxuries, you know, every state you go to, we ain't the only one that can cook. Because I'm going to tell you, I've been around this country up in Arkansas and everywhere. These people cook for us.
Sure.
We had some boys came from Texas that cooked unbelievable meals. But let me ask you this. Did they have a special they cooked for y'all, or did y'all just cook for them or cook for yourself?
Steve, once before, not this trip, but last trip when we were killing a lot of ducks and geese, he does a marinated in coffee dish with chopped red onion and bell pepper and mushroom, marinated in coffee and grilled in the onion that is out of this world. And you don't ever hear anything like that around here. So they've each got their own thing. We're going to take you there now and show you a little bit of footage, and then we'll be right back here with Paradise, Louisiana. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I didn't call, I'm videoing. Whoa, whoa. Moving along.
Might be a pheasant.
It's that time of year to get your gear. Visit ParadiseLouisiana.com and click Shop to get your official merchandise online. Whether hunting, fishing, or just enjoying all Louisiana has to offer, get geared up at ParadiseLouisiana.com.
You watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Woo! Hi, I'm John Jackson, and you know we always say we gather our groceries out the bayou. Whether it's freshwater, saltwater, catfish, redfish, you have tons of choices when it comes to fish in Louisiana. But when I fry fish, there's only one choice, and that's Louisiana fish fry. My new favorite, the Cajun fish fry, has the perfect amount of cornmeal, corn flour, and the perfect mix of spices that really bring the heat. Hey, if you're craving Cajun, go look for the bright red bag at your local grocers. Bring home the taste of Louisiana with Louisiana Fish Fry.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
At Jerry Lane, they rolled the red carpet out for me.
It's always been Jerry.
You know what? It's tradition, it's family, and that's what keeps us coming back to Jerry Lane.
Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane. We're a Jerry Lane family. Always lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Introducing Powerade Ion 4, complete with 4 electrolytes lost in sweat. Powerade Ion 4, the complete sports drink.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Louisiana Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood. Because we're based in Louisiana, with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. Louisiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. And Gary, there's been a lot of waterfowl hunting going on, but a very special trip that you made was with some heroes, real life heroes.
That's right. That's called Heroes Hunts. It's a big organization. It's been 2 years, but I done fell in love doing these things. In fact, when I leave here tonight, I'm going to do another one in the Pecan Island area with ducks. They got rabbit hunts coming up, deer hunts, fishing. They doing everything good. And thanks to ProDrive built them a boat they can use for anything. And I'll be venturing that away when we leave here, Gary and I. But we did one, a conservation hunt, because there were so many geese in the area around Gaydon, Klondike, and them. And we went on some private property. They've only been hunting in their family a long time, the Motti family. Big Chad is a former now it was USL back then, but now it's a Louisiana Lafayette football player, and I'm talking about a monster. But he loves hunting those geese. But you just watch this video, you know, and thanks to Cleve Vincent, too. Cleve's loaned us his lodge for the year. They're out there trying to help us and keep it clean. We didn't have to do nothing but cook and eat, and they did all the cleaning. So I can't tell you nothing most of this. Just go see this footage, and what you're going to notice is that we couldn't kill speckled-bellies, and they wouldn't leave us alone. We didn't have a great, we didn't kill a whole lot of blues and snows, but we got the story from the guys, and some unbelievable footage of speckled bellies looking at us. Let's go back to Heroes Hunts.
I'm Chad Motti, and this is another edition of Hero Hunts from Paradise, Louisiana.
My name is Michael Garrett with Louisiana National Guard, and I served in Iraq.
I'm Derek Noel. I served in the Army in Iraq and Afghanistan.
My name is Kimuta, and I served in Vietnam.
My name is Russell Gano. I served in Vietnam in 1968.
My name is Jeremy Lake. I'm in the Louisiana Army National Guard. I've served in Iraq twice.
My name is Nathan Wharton. I was in the Marine Corps. I served in Afghanistan.
This is another Hero Hunts. We'd like to thank Chad Motti for providing the blind to hunt today.
No problem. Thank you all very much. Appreciate y'all coming, and glad to be able to help out for the cause, man.
Yes, sir. Chad.
Let's go.
Man, so far this year, it's been a great split. We probably having one of our best years. Last year was pretty poor. We mainly hunt speckled bellies, and we shoot a good bit of snows and blues at the right times too. But it's mostly a goose blind, and we're doing really well on our specs this year. We're very fortunate. I think that cold weather that came in early really got a good push down for a lot of people. I'm hearing good reports. Pecan Island, Cameron, Gaydon, Kaplan. This blind we're hunting today is probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles west of Gaydon, just outside the town of Gaydon. Been hunting here since I was a little boy. Got a 14-man pit with roll tops. We built these at our shop probably about 15 years ago, and been one of the best things we've done as far as for bird hunting. It's so nice to be able to put those roll tops over and just keep people covered up. It really helps.
He hit it. He's going down. There he is. You want me, Kevin?
another one.
No. Wounded him.
At first it was hit.
Oh, you got him on that last one.
Can't shoot him, but it's only one. I don't know if y'all can see them, but I tell you what, they're right over that other levee. What a beautiful spread.
We got to thank our president, Troy Coleman. He's the one that really had the mastermind behind this whole deal. I also want to thank our veterans, you know, I mean, the guys that are continuing to come out, not only to hunt with us, but to come and help us afterwards, you know. We got guys that have come on hunts with us, and now they, you know, volunteer with us and help out, you know, some of the more capable guys.
Before hero hunts, my wife could vouch for this, kind of put the rifle away, shotguns away. I really didn't do much hunting because it brought back, you know, old memories and stuff like that that you deal with. You know, some people could explain, you know, PTSD, and you can explain several different scenarios, and a lot of times you take yourself and withdraw from all the things that, you know, will bring back those memories. So I definitely gotta, you know, take my hat off to hero hunts for getting me back to doing something that I always loved before and never really I got away from it, you know, so just to deal with the things I needed to deal with.
When Troy and Kevin Constantine came to me and asked me if I wanted to help guide and told me the cause, what it was for, I told the wife, and I started guiding again, you know, and I only guide for them, and that's all I'm going to guide for, because it gives back to our veterans, you know, and I love to help the veterans out.
They just need to do it. Just get off your backside and give them a call or look them up or tune into the show.
What's the biggest thing about heroes hunters that drew you to this hunts?
The camaraderie. It brings back a lot of memories from past deployments and just getting out there, having a good time with the guys.
Hero Hunts is a really good organization that I've been fortunate enough to see a few times at some different events. I was contacted by one of the guys who puts on the hunts a week or so ago, and when he did, the idea to be able to help veterans that are out there fighting for us every day was just tremendous. I'm by all means always looking for a way to try to help people out if I can.
We was on patrol. It was night, and I was point man on the left flank, and we got hit by an RPG. It landed in between me and the other point man. He was hit in the hand, and I was hit in the right hip, and it took out 1/4 of an inch of my bone, and it took me out of the battlefield ASAP, right there.
I was injured in Baghdad in 2004 by an IED blast to my head, and I came back in 2005, and in 2009 I got out the Guard. But Hero Hunt, Troy, one of the guys that's involved with it, was in my platoon, so him and I became very good friends, and you know, it's bringing a lot of us heroes back together, so that way we can, you know, share some stories, share some good lives, and really be friends, you know, with other soldiers besides just Army and Marines and Navy, you know, and that way it's a good camaraderie among the troops, I think.
I think the respect for veterans is going down over the years, and these guys doing this just shows us that there still are people out there that care, and it really means a lot.
Over the past couple of years, I became good friends with some of the guys involved with Hero Hunts, and from day one I told them, look, anything I can do to help you guys, you know, take these veterans out and do something good for them. I'm on.
Close it out.
Good.
Oh, we got to thank one more person. Cleve and Jackie Vincent.
That's right. You know, without a place like this to bring these guys, you know, that's one of the biggest things that we do is bringing these guys out here to these places like this where they can actually connect and, you know, interact with each other and relate, you know. Even though one was in a Vietnam War, the other was in Afghanistan, they can still relate, you know.
Yeah, but I'm going to say, I wish he quit traveling around the country working these pipelines and all this stuff. Come back here and open Cajun Way again, because I used to kill a many of birds with that little Cajun. Thank you again, Cleve Vincent. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. Heroes Hunt.
As members of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
It's time to get covered, Louisiana, and Blue Cross has a plan in every parish, every zip code.
We're covered. We're covered.
Call your Blue Cross agent or go to bcbsla.com and get covered too.
I can't believe y'all brought me out in the blind and we ain't got no food. Man, I'm hungry.
Don't worry, Gary. This will be over quick.
Thanks to our sponsor, Raising Cane's and Todd Grays, a real Louisiana sportsman and conservationist, with true aim and sure shot, giving back to Louisiana.
Good job, girl. That's a better retrieve than any duck. Cane's, the official chicken of Louisiana outdoors.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, where TJ Ribs on Acadian in Baton Rouge, and Jason Lemoyne joins us with the Avoyelles boys. And Jason, it has been a busy deer season for you guys, and we're right into the thick of it now. A couple of young ladies doing very good.
Yeah, we've had some real good ones. I wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Absolutely.
We had a wonderful holidays, and I'm glad it's over, though, because it's time to get back in the woods. We missed some, you know, fortunately the weather's not been too good, so the hunting's been a little erratic, but we've had some real good times. Had two young ladies, my daughter Brooke Lemoyne and Kaylee Abear were on my place, and they both managed to kill two beautiful deer, two good does. Got that on camera. Then we went to Lake Mary, Mississippi with some clients and had some pretty good success there too.
So how would you say the rut is in right now? Are you prime, kind of going out, still getting cranked up?
The rut is so close. If we could just get some cooperation with the weather and the weather stay consistent and stay cool. We shot, my brother-in-law shot a big 8-point yesterday morning, and though he wasn't chasing the does, he was about 15 minutes behind. So it's close. Everything's right there. We just need the weather to cooperate, which I think next week we're going to have that weather cooperating for us.
Boy, somebody wrote the script really well, huh? You got the time off for the holidays,
That's
you got
right.
the opportunity,
That's right.
we got the weather, and it all coincides with the deer rut.
That's
Great
right.
opportunity.
Good opportunity.
Well, let's take you down in there. We're going to show you those two huntresses, also those guys with the Avoyelles boys knocking down some good bucks. And when we come back, we're going to talk about an old record deer that was taken.
We just got out of school, and we're over here in our hunt lease in the Avoyelles Fair. We're going to see if we can shoot a doe or one of those big bucks we have on camera. Stay tuned. You watching Paradise, Louisiana. Just shot a nice doe. She ran about 40 yards, and she went down in the food plot. We can see her right there.
Record it whenever you're ready. Just take your time, big man. Right, there gets the shot. Oh!
me and Joe just decided to come make a little quick afternoon hunt. And I don't know if y'all saw, he hadn't hunted in 5 years. He just nailed a nice doe just now. We're gonna sit back up, see if we can't kill us another one. And you watching live from Paradise, Louisiana, Jason Lemoyne and
Joe Lemoyne, Big
That's
Joe,
it, brother.
Big Joe.
Be good. See y'all a little bit.
My name is Kaylee Abear. It's Friday, November 28th, and we're hunting in the Avoyelles Parish for Paradise, Louisiana.
Like a boss.
I guess it don't get no better than that, huh?
No, sir.
We're up here hunting on Jason's land and saw a bunch of deer yesterday. Had a last-minute opportunity this afternoon for Kayla to make a kill. Truly blessed in everything that we've had this weekend, man. I can't put into words just how awesome of a time we've had. Good food, good times, good fun, and a good kill. Thank you, Jason. We appreciate it, and thank the Lord for giving us this opportunity.
All right, we're here at Lake Mary, Mississippi with Jason. Just shot this beautiful 10-point buck.
We ended up our hunt in Lake Mary, Mississippi. We have killed 4 good bucks here this weekend. This is the finale right here. I shot a beautiful 8-point, thanks to Mr. McGuire. Opening afternoon when we showed up here Thursday, he shot a real good 8-point. Cody Poche shot 2 9-points and a doe.
Yep.
And this deer here come out this afternoon, and I shot him in the motor. Look at this shot right here. Can't get no better placement. But thanks to this man right here, it was a successful weekend. I really appreciate it. This was just unbelievable. You know, it's like what you see in the movies. You know, the deer, everybody saw deer. Well, we had 15 hunters, you know, throughout the weekend.
Yeah, roughly.
This morning, saw 12, 13 different bucks.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them we let go. They just wasn't too big. You know, just wasn't big enough to shoot. Some shooters got away, you know, running those, the rut's on. And, you know, this is just unbelievable. I've been hunting here for 8 years, and this is my best buck to date, thanks to this man right here.
Well, congratulations, and look forward to seeing you next year.
Oh, we're going to come back next year. And stay tuned, because the rut's on, and we heading back to Avoyelles Parish and by the site. In about 4 more days, if we get a little bit of cooperation from the weather, hopefully we can be shooting some big deer in Avoyelles Parish. Stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Come to the family-owned and operated Cassius Casino in Port Allen today, where the Vegas-style video poker machines are ready for your entertainment. Cassius Casino is the finest, cleanest, classiest casino around. And Cassius 50-style diner is now serving seafood daily, along with your favorite home-cooked specials 24/7. Hey, Cassius is fun. Cassius is exciting. So come to the unsinkable Cassius Casino in Port Allen. Over the river 2 miles west of exit 151.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change has been keeping cars and trucks in Baton Rouge clean and running smooth for over 50 years. At Benny's, we feature professional car washing, complete detailing, high-tech waxing and buffing, interior cleaning, and tire shine. Benny's, one stop for car maintenance with complete oil and lube services and even state inspections at our express locations. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations, including our newest store on Greenwell Springs Road. And don't forget to stop by Be Quick Convenience Store and Fuel Stop. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Drive in dirty, drive out clean.
We are your friends.
We are your neighbors.
We are your brothers.
Your sisters.
Your sons.
We
are your family.
Because whether it's our team or our loyal customers, the Courtesy family extends far beyond our dealerships. And it's our continued commitment to putting people first that has made us the #1 selling domestic auto dealer in Acadiana. Who are we?
We
are Courtesy.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Hope you enjoyed that segment on the Avoyelles boys and girls. But Jason, that wasn't the end of it. As you said, there was a chance there could have been some more deer coming.
Well, that's right. Like I said, when we left Mississippi, I told everybody stay tuned because the rut's on. We get a little cooperation from the weather, and we getting it. We killed a beautiful 8-point yesterday with my brother-in-law. Keith killed the best deer of his life. Come out just like you see on TV. Just unfortunately, the camera was me and my godchild. And the other stand trying to get him to film, and just was in the wrong stand at the wrong time. But he had a good hunt, killed a beautiful deer. But something else that, that was a good deer, but it's just we have a unique situation in the Avoyelles. We have some, not just good horns, but good body weights. And one of my good friends, Brandon Couvion, shot a deer last week that weighed 302 pounds.
Wow.
That is a big deer. And we did a little research.
And you
on
thought
that.
it might have been a record, so you did a little bit of research.
We
and that
actually
research
thought that
turned
might have
up
been
quite
a
a
record.
story.
Yeah, it might have been a record, but 302 pounds, although it was a good deer, and did a little research, and some good friends just happened to have some articles. And in 1964, a man by the name of Jimmy LaCour killed a deer that was 395 pounds.
Wow.
Had an old article in the store, and I called my buddy, Donnie Rivera, and he actually has that same deer mounted in his camp. And I got some pictures of that too.
You know what makes that deer so unusual is, with today's management techniques and, the food plots and the nutrition that we're giving the deer, you might expect something like that. But back in 1964, there was none of that, which even makes that deer more of an outstanding kill. Getting back to that other deer, that really nice one that y'all took, that was not luck. People see a deer like that and they say, boy, that guy was lucky. Tell the story of how long you've been watching that deer.
That deer, I actually let that deer go last year. He was a 4.5-year 8-point. We had him on our hit list. We got pictures of him for the last 3 years. And last year wasn't quite big enough. This year we decided we're going to go ahead and, if we have an opportunity to harvest them, just because you got a picture of a deer don't mean you're going to harvest them. They might slip up just a little bit. We started getting more and more pictures of him, and we figured his time was limited. And but it is also letting him grow.
Right.
And you got to let him get the body weight and get the age on them to get some horns like that.
That's removing them out at the proper time after they've been managed.
At their prime.
All
That's
worked
right.
out good. Let's take you down there now and show you more about the Avoyelles boys deer hunting.
Let's go. It's Christmas Day. We just finished opening up our presents, and my little cousin Nicholas here, we're going to see if we can go shoot something.
Can't see if we can't shoot his first deer.
My name's Keith Amon. I'm hunting here in Avoyelles Parish with my brother-in-law. The day after Christmas, December 26th. Had an amazing thing happen. Seen a little bit of activity, some does running around. What do you know? Big boy decided to pay me a visit. Day late Christmas present. Very thankful, very blessed here in Avoyelles Parish.
This morning we went hunting and we didn't see anything. But it was a perfect hunt for my daddy because he shot this beautiful 8-point.
I told you last time we were fixing to leave Mississippi and come back to Avoyelles Parish. If the weather cooperated, it was gonna be on, and well, this is the results of it. First day back hunting, my brother-in-law, Keith Amon, just shot this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful deer. Pretty 8-point. How was the hunt, brother-in-law?
We started off kind of slow. Say about 7:30, we had a little bit of doe activity, and about 8:30, saw a small buck and got a little bit hopeful, and had a hot doe come through the food plot, and textbook hunt. About 20 minutes later, he come out.
Shot him in the motor again. That's how we do it over here. But just a beautiful deer. It's just getting cranked up, and we hopeful. The weather's really not perfect yet, but this deer, his hocks are getting a little right. He wasn't on the doe, but he wasn't far behind her. So,
he's showing all the signs.
Showing all the signs. But we hopefully this is the first of many we're gonna kill in Avoyelles Parish, and you stay tuned. There's more good buck action coming from the Bowles boys. You watch
Paradise, Louisiana.
Fishing. It's where good stories come from. It's about good times and family and friends. It's about taking a couple home for dinner tonight and saving a few for tomorrow. It's all about that and so much more. To CCA, fishing is about enjoying today and making sure tomorrow is even better. To us, fishing comes with a responsibility for the resources we enjoy so much. If fishing means all that to you, then you belong with CCA.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. People who are chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and heavy hitters. More than what your Cooper tires can do, it's about what you can do with your Cooper tires. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
When you're ready to really enjoy life at a slower pace, become a landowner. First South Farm Credit specializes in financing and refinancing land, but not just for farmers. They offer loans to purchase timberland, hunting and fishing, or recreational property. Their experience in land, timber, and loans set them apart from standard lending institutions. Contact a First South Farm Credit loan officer for more information. First South Farm Credit, a specialized rural land investment lender helping you realize your dream.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. And Gary, that was some fine deer up there in Avoyelles Parish, but it's not just Avoyelles. There's been a lot of good deer hunting going on all over this state.
I got pictures coming from young ladies in St. Francisville, from Clinton. I even got one coming from a county in Mississippi, Madison Berman. Her grandfather's Ed Berman. If you ever stop at Outdoor Express on Highway 90, and that's him. That's Ed. That's his granddaughter, and she killed her first buck over there. So. And I think it's in one of the counties in Mississippi. I ain't gonna try, but if you look at the size of the deer everybody's killing, I'm just inundated, and I thank y'all for sending me those pictures. I know I told everybody to put the tags on them, but some of these, they don't require that in Mississippi to have the tag on it, so some of these deer, they're coming from that area. But remember, if you send me a picture, please, we're trying to encourage people to tag those deer and send them. So if you look at these pictures we got right now, these are deer these kids are killing that you dream about.
And if you have a historic story about a deer like that big 395-pound deer you saw, please send us that. People love to see that information.
And where it was done, how it was done. Some of them are still records. You know, like you said, we would love that. Jason found that, and I'll tell you what, did a tremendous job of doing it. But when he showed me that 302-pound deer, I said, that got to be some kind of record, because You know, you weigh deer now. You kill a lot of big racks, but big body deer, you just don't find them around here like that.
Well, moving on to the duck part of the hunting season. Duck season is really going well. My little nephew, Drew Dubuque, you know, 4 years old, he's eating it up down there, putting his face paint on, getting after the gray ducks. They're having a good season down there in Carnarvon. Venice is on fire. I'm getting good reports there. Got good reports from Wax Lake Outlet. They're taking ducks there. Over in New Orleans East, that area out there, they're doing quite well. Other than that Lafitte, Salvador area, most places are reporting a lot of ducks coming in.
I'm getting any reports, but boy, am I getting reports from places I ain't heard from in years. Below Morgan City, Terrebonne area, we got some pictures of some ducks, mallards coming from the Terrebonne area. My brother down in Port Barry, some people call it Grand Coteau. All those areas right there had great reports in them. David O'Lynn and them went at Vinton, you know, by the old Marsh Club, went down and made a hunt. A lot of grays and a lot of teal. Teal have inundated Pecan Island again, and also on my brother's lease in Port Barry, they killing mostly teal, but they had a good mixed bag. They had ringnecks, they had grays, they had some mallards, they had some pintail. So, I mean, everywhere I look, another brother killed it. He hunts in Iowa with Berkshire Tanya. Every day they're limiting out. The last day, the 4 of them hunting, they killed 23 teal and 1 mallard.
There's a lot of numbers, and the Wildlife and Fishery Flyover had a good report that we actually beat out the first split with the duck count. We actually had more ducks in the state for the second split. Ryan Lambert, our friend down at Cajun Fishing Adventures in Buras, not only doing numbers, they're doing some real quality ducks. He's got a big, big influx of pintails down there.
Well, I got some more. We ain't heard from them in a while. The Top Gun up in Monroe area and Mer Rouge. By the way, congratulations to Corey Daniels. He just had a new son. His wife just delivered a son. We're going to show that, and I'm going to tell you what. He showed me sent us some pictures of gray ducks, mallards. He's hunting the breaks, speckled bellies. I mean, he's having one of the better years, and now he have a new son. He always got son. He named him after a hunting place. He got him another. So, and now in the central part of the state, and I ain't gonna call him Jason again, but Blake Swallow and them are having a tremendous year too in the Callahoola area. Right. But they also hunt Lake Mary and Lake Providence. So they're having a good year. And by the way, in about the first week in January, we're gonna be hunting with Jason.
Look forward to that. The only negative thing about hunting, there was another Louisiana black bear that was shot. Happened a few weeks ago in Avoyelles Parish. It was a juvenile bear. It was part of the comeback effort at Wildlife and Fisheries, and they're offering a combined reward of $7,000. So if you know something about that, if you have information leading to the arrest and conviction of the perpetrator, you can remain anonymous and collect that $7,000. Call that Operation Game Thief hotline number. It's right on the back of your hunting or fishing license. Also, they have the LA Tip 411, and you can give your information to a Wildlife and Fisheries Enforcement Agency.
You know, before we get out of here, I want to ask one more question. If you see this video with how hard it is to kill these snow and blue goose, it's just hard. I mean, we had 500, 600 full bodies and rags and stayed there. We had electronic calls. We had guys that can call great. You see when we hunted with goose guides, it don't even work, but every now and then you get one in. Speckled bellies are all responding. If anybody's having luck in these conservation hunts or having luck killing these blue goose and these snow geese, tell us how you're doing it. Send us a report, invite me over there. I want to video it. I don't know what it's going to take to kill those blue goose. I remember before we used to creep them when we kill a few, but I don't know what it is. Maybe we're going to have to take out your mirrors again.
As a matter of fact, I got an update on the mirror shield. My buddy Tennessee Steve is perfecting it, and it should be available for sale and purchase, and that's another way to hunt them, and we'll see how that works out. Anyway, stay with us. We're going to switch over from hunting to fishing. Back with the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report here at TJ Ribs. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Who doesn't want to save money on fuel? Now, Shell and the Fuel Rewards Network are putting you in control of how much you pay for fuel. Simply buy whatever's on your shopping list. Clothes, groceries, even dinner out. And earn cents per gallon savings at participating retailers nationwide. Now, fuel prices are in your hands. So why wait? Sign up at fuelrewards.com today and turn shopping power into saving power.
I'm Landon Lamont from Plusherville, and you are in paradise in Louisiana!
Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change has been keeping cars and trucks in Baton Rouge clean and running smooth for over 50 years. At Benny's, we feature professional car washing, complete detailing, high-tech waxing and buffing, interior cleaning, and tire shine. Benny's, one stop for car maintenance with complete oil and lube services and even state inspections at our express locations. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations, including our newest store on Greenwell Springs Road. And don't forget to stop by Be Quick Convenience Store and Fuel Stop. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Drive in dirty, drive out clean.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
At Jerry Lane, they rolled the red carpet out for me.
It's always been Jerry.
You know what? It's tradition, it's family, and that's what keeps us coming back to Jerry Lane.
Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane.
We're a Jerry Lane family.
Always lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome to the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report. And Gary, it's going to be an abbreviated report. What happens this time of the year, fishing success is definitely weather related. We had a lot of heavy rains came through last week, and it's really messed up a lot of areas freshwater wise that we're producing. I've only got a couple of good spots to send you. One excellent report was some sockeye that was showing up in Bayou Lafourche in the La Rose area where the bridges cross. Fishing at the base of those bridges, they're suspended in there with tube jigs or live shiners. They're catching some really nice sockeye. On the saltwater side, I got reports from the Lake Pontchartrain area, believe it or not, when the weather lets you get out there, the causeway was producing the biggest trout, although the fewest trout. Over by the Trestle Bridge, there's still some trout in there. Seabrook Bridge, there was some trout caught there along with some redfish. The Bow Brothers Canal, if you're familiar with that intercoastal waterway, that's always a good winter spot. And Old Faithful, I'm talking about the Chalmette Great Wall, which has been really crowded lately. Every cast they were catching speckled trout mixed in with a few flounders, some drum and sheephead and reds. But the problem is there, you got to catch 6 fish to keep 1. And they're biting either the live bait or the plastic bait at that Chalmette Wall. That whole area from now and as long as it's cold, cool weather's in here, is going to be a good spot.
Okay, here's my report. I'm going to try to go behind you, so if I forget, I might change. Start off again at Bayou Bienvenue, Perry Bass. Then again, he's killing the bass, catching some speckled trout, adding redfish to it. Fishing lemon drop bait, this is a swim bait on the bottom, catching bass. I also got reports from down in Delorge again. When them cold days, they're looking for them cold days, they're going to them depots, but there ain't been no cold days. So they've been, warm days been scattered. So they've been having to work, they're fishing the lakes and stuff under a cart. They're using voodoo shrimp, they're using gulp, and they're catching a few flounder down in Big Lake. Big Lake again, are they catching trout all over. Now, don't tell me exactly where, but my brother and them were fishing off their pier. At night, they're catching fish. Also catching fish at night, not far from the Wrigley's. Them boys have been fishing. I've talked to Mike Stevenson and them and Dr. Hellerwin. They've been fishing at night under the light at the Wrigley's where his camp is and catching some beautiful trout. They're not giant trout, but they're under that light. You know, they've all been good eating. They're catching 50 and going to bed. So that's as far as the trout. Bass, still in the most unusual places, just like I told you. Bayou Bienvenue, by the wall. They're catching bass in the large, all these saltwater places are the mixed places. In Venice, we're getting reports, like you said, when that river started falling, they were catching them on the rocks and then in the passes. I haven't heard nothing about the spillways yet, and that's usually a November to December spot. But now that the weather's changing and all this rain, I don't know how much the river's going to rise. But the Half-Life Spillway catching Sac-A-Lait, and you mentioned bridges, that's where you used to catch at that Bell River Bridge. You used to see people always under that Bell River Bridge when you cross over, if you're heading down to Stevensville, so you're catching Sac-A-Lait. Sac-A-Lait is what everybody's looking. Central Louisiana, they're catching Sac-A-Lait everywhere. A white perch.
All right, pretty good fishing report. And for those of you who got the shiny new rods and reels, and I know you're looking to get out and use them, well, I had a chance to get out the day after Christmas and do a little fishing with a guy from up north, and we're going to take you out on this. 'Twas the day after fishing. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in 2015. 'Twas the day after Christmas when all through the marsh, the tide was so low even a coon couldn't wash. The poles were all rigged and baited with care, in hopes that the big fish would soon be there. The captain was ready to make a long cast when a red-dressed fisherman pulled close and passed. A little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. Now his job was all true, this was his time to fish. Did he know how to angle, or was this just a wish? He looked like a peddler reaching into his pack, and came out with a bait no fish would attack. He might know reindeer, but not fish, this elf, and we laughed when we saw him in spite of ourselves. He spoke not a word and went straight to his work, flipped out a lure and set the hook with a jerk. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a slimy and shaking big fish over there. And he cast and he reeled and he reeled and he cast, and the fish piled up unbelievably fast. He caught reds, he caught flounder, he caught drum and speckled trout. He caught bass, he caught snapper, and fish I know nothing about. It took him no time to fill up his chest, and I heard him say something about a whole year to rest. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight,
"Just one last cast, just one last bite." Ho, 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 ho. Ooh, oh, oh, here we go.
Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Cracker Barrel Convenience Stores. We have more than you expect. Always fresh, never frozen, Raising Cane's. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, First South Farm Credit, Area Wholesale Tire Company with tire programs for tire dealers, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.